Hey, it's Lee Cornell here on a Mother's Day 2020. Thought I'd take a second and just kind of give you a little shot of my studio slash office that I've used for 18 years. We built this house in 2002, and this is the space that I've been doing everything out of for the last 18 years. And I'll try to get a wide shot here at some point. You can see how small this room really is. Unlike some of you guys that have separate barns and two-story warehouses and basements that you can kind of do everything in, I've created all of my videos, my books, every product I've ever done, everything I've ever edited has taken place in this room over the last 18 years. So anyway, along the top here are just photos of some of my friends, 8x10s. Come on around here. Let's see, there's my Mayor Studios graduation thing from 1979. Down here's my International Brotherhood of Magicians from 1974. And then we just have some more pictures up here. Then we get into a little sci-fi action. I've always been a big Star Trek fan, so I have photos of Leonard Nimoy, William Shatner, and James Doohan. This poster down here is an original Shrek 2 poster that Kelly Asbury gave to me when Shrek 2 came out. He was the director on that. Another little Houdini poster down here. As we come around, I have a few sports legends that that I really idolized a lot. Bill Walton, Larry Bird in that 1986-87 Celtics team. Bjorn Borg, the tennis player, and then some dude there with a guitar. I don't know who that is. Over here is the original caricature that I had drawn by Kirk Bajornal. This is in pencil, and I use this for all my marketing materials for a really long time, and he's updated that a couple times for me over the years. Here are some musicians that I liked growing up. Monkees, Cheap Trick, Glenn Campbell, Jan and Dean, kind of an odd assortment, but hey. A couple of family things here the kids put together for me. Some little posters and whatnot. And then over here I have some other Beatles memorabilia, some kind of plate set, and then this really cool poster down here. And if I continue to tilt down, I got some more stuff here. This is the Toy Story 4 kit that everybody was really excited about when it came out. Gotta love Animal. Down here I have a lot of DVDs. Many of these I have produced for myself and for other people. Still have a few tapes on there that I need to transfer over to digital too. Working our way around here. This is a poster of the Tammy Show, which was one of the first rock movies made back in the early 60s. The master tapes were lost for a really long time. Dick Clark found them a while back, before he died, and it was re-released, and you can actually get this now in a really super high quality sound and video. So if you haven't seen the Tammy Show yet, I'd recommend that. A lot of big stars on that. Down here, it's Luke the Reluctant Lion, which belonged to Bill DeMar, one of his popular characters. I'm glad to have that in my collection. Here's something I'm not so glad about, is Willy from the Twilight Zone, which doesn't really look like him. When they advertised this guy for sale, they were using a photograph of Willy from the actual episode. And this is what the guy that did the sculpt actually turned out. And, it's okay. I mean, it's about 4 feet tall, but, it doesn't really look like him. But, I've got it here anyway. Over here, we've got a little Charlie McCarthy guy on a chair. Chris Donahoe cone, which is great. The Talking Heads book, which came out several years ago too. Have one of those. And over here are some of my characters. Normally these guys are in the case, but I thought, well, just for today, I'd go ahead and set some of them out. Obviously, that's the King. This is the Nick Woodson that I use right now in my show. Over here is Snickers, the comedic dog. Still use him. This is Conrad Wellington Jr. III, Conrad Hart's figure. Really, really pretty figure. Love that guy's face. Over here is the original Nick Woodson. That is on my 1997 Ventriloquism 101 video, so he's still looking pretty good. And then a couple of recent finds, some 1960s Danny O'Days, which are great. Over here, I've got a few passes. I have been to see Jeff Dunham a few times. And then on this shelf up here, there's just a few random, Bubba J, Walter. My very first puppet was one of these Pelham guys right here, so I've still got that Pelham puppet. There's Peanut. There's one of Smith Henderson's puppets. Something there from Todd Oliver. And then just another shelf of some of the dummies that I've collected over the years. And down here is just another little walking puppet that Clinton Detweiler's son, Kevin, gave to Heather when she was a little girl. And I have it in my office now. So let's pop over here real quick. See what's going on this part of the room. On this wall, I have a lot of Jimmy Nelson stuff. His 2 albums, the poster from the Jimmy Nelson celebration that we had. This is his other album right here. Down here's the I'm No Dummy poster for that film. Got a really nice shot of Jay Johnson from his 2 and Only project that he did. And then just a couple other personal things over here. International Ventriloquist Society, event mask, and then my W.S. Berger Award, which really honored to have that hanging up on my wall in here. A couple of Double Talk posters. If you've seen some of those shows over the years, you know how much fun those were. I don't have room to put all those out. And then what else we got up here? We got a Paul Winchell clock. Let's see, what's this? Oh, that's done me a lot of good. That's my Purdue University degree. Okay, cool. On the top shelf here, I've got a lot of these shadow boxes that Dick Barry made. And these were all shadow boxes that all did something. They have some kind of a trick, some kind of an animation. The Jeff Dunham one is a single one that he made for me just because he wanted to. They weren't ever for sale. This is the only one of a kind of these. A couple of other ones that are magic tricks. Here's one of the Magic Castle. There's a Charlie McCarthy. There's a Houdini one. And then who can not remember the Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Jeff also was able to brand some of Dunham Cellars wines. Jeff did not own the winery. This was another company that just happened to be called Dunham Cellars. And so he worked out a deal with them where he could put some of his characters' pictures on the bottles. I do not think that those are available any longer. What do we have down here? We're kind of getting to the end here. Just some of my editing stuff. This is some of my audio editing equipment. I even got just a regular mixer, headphones, and I still have some VHS videos there we talked about, and I have some other audio tapes that I still need to get digitized too. So I do editing on both, regular nonlinear computer system, and then I have another editor over here, which just edits video. It's just this box right here. Doesn't have windows, doesn't have anything else on it. It just does video editing. So that's kind of my editing station for everything that I've done in this little teeny room here. I think we're just about done. I'm going to take one more wide shot of the room here so you can just get a look again for really how small this space is. So I'm back in the one far corner of the room. And as we pan around here, that's it. That's the other corner. So from there to here, that's the width of the room coming back over here to the doors. And then if I just spin around this way, so now we're facing the opposite wall. And I've got a couple of windows here. And that is it. That's the size of this space. So anyway, that's kind of what I've got going on here at Ventriloquism 101, Ventriloquist Academy, LC Video Productions, whatever. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. And I hope everyone has a great week as we kind of get back to normal a little bit. Some of the coronavirus things are being lifted here in my hometown. And Cheryl, my wife, will get to open her salon tomorrow, so we're excited about that. So everyone stay safe, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks. Hey, I would be remiss if I didn't mention my great soft puppet Rockenstein, built by Dennis Acosta. Really a great character. I forgot to show him during the initial walkthrough, so here he is, Rockenstein. And one other thing I got to mention, here is my mini Mac made by Jeff Goltz, probably when he was about 12, my miniature Jose Jalapeno on a stick, and my original VHS copy of Ventriloquism 101.